Quiet. I call the member for Koowarba.
I rise to talk, Acting Deputy Speaker, about the consultation regulatory impact statement on manufactured home parks that's now open. I thank the former Minister and departmental staff for their work on this, and I have to shout out to some local advocates, Barb, Lynn and Bruce from Burpengary Pines, who let us know what's happening quite regularly. Sadly, I've heard many complaints about manufactured home parks over the years, including site rent increases, unfair market reviews, poor upkeep of park facilities and confusion about site agreements in sales, like when lower fees can be passed on by sellers and what downfalls can come with legacy agreements. The repetition of complaints is disappointing. I reckon there are owners who could do a lot better to facilitate peaceful and happy living in their parks. But here we are, Acting Deputy Speaker, and I'm hopeful that the proposed new regulations will improve life in my parks and across the state. The CRIS puts forward a package of reforms including new site agreements required for all sales, with options to bring across favourable terms from old site agreements, minus any illegal old terms, like exit fees, disincentives for park owners to tank sales, banning market rent reviews and capping rent rises so they can't exceed CPI. I know there are some groups advocating for only a 1% per annum increase. We must realise, though, there will always be outside market influences any part of the real estate market. I agree there are greedy park owners who are taking advantage of legal loopholes to rip off residents, and that's not okay. But changes must be practical, sustainable and balanced. The cost analysis here seem to favour residents. That's good. Hopefully it weeds out some operators only in the business for big profits and signals very strongly that residents are valued and should be listened to and are not powerless. There will be compulsory park comparisons which, together with new maintenance and capital replacement plans, will reward park owners who take pride in their facilities and punish those who have been dropping the ball, and a compulsory buyback scheme which will guarantee current unhappy residents a way out, at least within the next couple of years. I'd like to see more said about dispute resolution in parks. I agree with advocacy groups on this, but I'm also hopeful the changes proposed now will see a significant decrease in demand and cases being brought to QCAT. There's no denying manufactured home park arrangements are unique. Most property owners take risk in investment, council interest rates, land tax increases, renters take risks in lease terms, and we all cop increases in grocery, petrol and energy costs. But manufactured home parks take on a new level risk. Buyers, they own their own home, but they still lease the land. It's not practical to separate the two, so it's very easy for vulnerable people to get trapped in a bad investment. This RIS will help better protect people, and I encourage all park residents, family and friends to consider it carefully and have their say by 26th of June. And I just got to say, the member for Bancroft and I, we do hear a lot about this, and we really hope that this makes it fairer for all residents.
Madam Deputy Speaker.
I call the